Rivers State leading against the rule of law.
What is happening in Rivers State is like what the Japanese, describe as harakiri, committing, suicide, political suicide, and dismembering the Constitution of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. This is a state that there is implicit executive interference in all the other arms of government, be it the legislature, be it the judicature. For instance, in the
Asim Adams frowned against judicial misinterpretation and recklessness by members of Assembly in support of Governor Fubara.
On record that four members, are deliberating on issues of the state in the House of Assembly, just like that. Thereby disenfranchising the other 28 or 27 members of the House of Assembly. Now,
this is coming after former local government chairmen in Rivers State have threatened to resume office in council if the state governor, Siminalayi Fubara, refused to obey the recent Supreme Court document outlawing the use of caretaker committees to run council's affairs. The former chairman, loyal to the Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, issued a threat during a news briefing in Port Harcourt on Friday. People's Democratic Party in Edo State has sued the state command of the Nigerian Police Force of Selective Justice, alleging that about 22 members and leaders of the party have been penciled down to be arrested in connection with the Benin airport attack. This is coming after the attack occurred on July 18, 2024, when the reinstated deputy governor of the state, Philip Swaibu, and the APC governorship candidate, Senator Monday Okbeholo, arrived at the airport from Abuja. An incident resulted to the death of Inspector Akono, an orderly to the APC governorship candidate, while several persons sustained various degrees of gunshot injuries. Speaking at the press briefing on Sunday, State PDP chairman Dr. Toyin Azegbemi alleged that 22 members and leaders of the party are currently under surveillance in connection with the petition written by the APC to the police, adding that the tactical team of policemen were deployed from Abuja to arrest and harass the party's members over the Benin airport attack. He accused the police of acting on the APC's petition while that of the PDP was not acted on, and also alleged that the instances are bound where the police acted in manners that suggested that they are all wings of the APC, and advised the police to keep it to professional mandate and not to act as the instrument in the hands of politicians. The state PDP chairman also called on the Inspector General of Police to ensure that the actual criminals are brought to book, and also called on the IGP to safeguard and uphold democracy within the state, stressing that the police must be seen to uphold the rule of law. Analyst says the September phase gubernatorial election in Edo State may play out as a do-or-die affair among desperate politicians. Speaking on Atlantic television program Open Air, political analyst Asim Adams said the recent political rift in Edo State is a clear indication of violence ahead of the elections.
But I have siblings, I have kids and kin, I have friends, and the report emanating from Edo State is that it's going to be like a do-or-die affair, as the case may be. So when they pretend to say, yes, I know that the law says that the police must or
Madam stressed on the need for INEC and relevant security agencies to be proactive to crime.
You know, a chairman or the REC in the state to give them security report. But which security report are we talking about now? That you find out that people like Kabaka and the rest of them that have been accused by the governor and other party members of PDP that they are recruiting thugs and they are buying arms, you know, so that particular September 21st there will be mayhem. You know, same way that the APC is.
This is coming after the Independent Natural Electoral Commission on Monday commenced the continuous voters registration exercise in Edo State, and the exercise is meant to capture would-be voters yet to register ahead of the governorship election in Edo State on September 21. Akwa Ibom State Governor Umoino has applauded the large turnout recorded during the just concluded World Congress of the People's Democratic Party in the state, describing it as a confirmation of unity within the party. This is coming after the state PDP chapter on Saturday, 27th July 2024, conducted its World Congress to elect new world executives across the state. Speaking at its Ibiapan Obotim Ward 2 in Nsit Ubiom local government area, and lauded the state PDP faithfuls, urging them to remain committed to the party's success and express satisfaction with the peaceful conduct of the Congress, adding that the World Congress went well and all the party's guidelines and principles were observed. In this remark, the state PDP chairman Aniekan Akpan described the outcome of the World Congress as very peaceful and smooth, affirming the party's readiness to participate in and win the upcoming local government election. Labour Party's presidential candidate in 2023 presidential election, Peter Obi, and the Abia State Governor, Alex Oti, has expressed their view about the planned hardship protest by Nigerians beginning on August 1st. The two leaders, who addressed the press after a breakfast meeting held at Oti's country home in Nwosi, Isiala, Ngwa, local government area on Sunday, said that protests must be done within the ambit of the law. Governor Oti, while expressing worries about the protests, may be hijacked by unpatriotic elements to create more problems than the reason for the protest, and advised Abia people not to join the protest as it may turn out to be more harmful than the reason for the protest people are calling for. Governor Oti explained that those not involved in the protest are also entitled to their freedom, as it would be against the law of the land to them that. The Abia governor, who agreed that there is anger in the land occasioned by the bad economy, lamented that Nigerians are paying the price for bad governance that started many years ago, and stressed the need for Nigerians to transition into a productive economy and import less of what we consume. On his part, Peter Obi said the planned protest was caused by hunger and hopelessness among Nigerians, and called on the security agencies to ensure that they manage the protests within the law and advise the government to engage with the protesters and dialogue with them towards addressing the reasons for the protests. Imo State Commissioner of Police Aboke Danjuma has warned residents against any form of violence and has assured that residents will continue to enjoy their continued safety. He said the command, in synergy with other security agencies, that are poised to vehemently resist any attempt capable of truncating the existing peace in the state. Danjuma gave the assurance while speaking with journalists on Sunday and reacting to any order declared by the self-exclaimed Biafran leader Simon Ekpa for a 5-day sit-at-home across the southeast state beginning from July 29 to August 2. The commissioner insisted that the command under his watch would continue to remain committed to ensuring that adequate security of lives and property of the citizens and residents alike in the state is guaranteed, adding that security and overall development of the state and the nation is collective responsibility of every citizen. Lagos State Police Command has rescued a 2-month-old baby boy from a couple, James Umar and his wife, during a naming ceremony of a child in the state. The State Police Public Relations Officer Benjamin Honduyin, in a statement, said the couple paid 2,350,000 naira to buy the baby from a suspected child trafficker, Loretta Nelson, who bought the baby from the pastor Peter Udo for 1 million from 150,000 naira. Honduyin said Udo bought the baby for 500,000 from another suspected child trafficker, Gloria Sunday, who allegedly stole the baby on July 11, 2024, a situation that prompted the mother of the baby to report the case to the police. Following the report, Honduyin said the police swam to action and arrested Sunday, who led them to arrest other suspects linked to the crimes by detectives attached to the Oko Aba division of the command. Honduyin said investigation have commenced and the suspect will be arraigned at the court after the investigation. Lagos State government has clarified that it did not revoke all existing building permits, contrary to some online reports. Instead, the government explained that it had opened a 3-month amnesty window from May 2nd to July 30th, 2024, allowing property owners to obtain or perfect their planning permits without the usual statutory penalties. A statement by the Director of Public Affairs, Lagos State Building Control Agency, Oloye Olusegun, said the clarification became necessary following a misleading headline report in an online news medium stating that the Lagos State government revoked all existing building permits. He assisted that the revalidation was to allow the agency to conduct a proper audit and authentication of all the professionals who would be engaged in building construction in the state. Adding that the special advisor further directed that property owners and developers would revalidate all letters of authorization to commence building construction issued to them. The Lagos State government has extended the provision of amnesty for owners and developers of existing buildings without plan approvals in the state by 3 months. Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps Ekiti State Command has paraded a man, Samuel Balogun, 23, accused of rape, cyber stalking, conspiracy, and threats to life. The state commandant, Agbola Sunday, who paraded 4 persons for various crimes in the Ado Ekiti metropolis, said one of the suspects, Balogun, who was arrested at Onisanjana in the state capital, was accused of rape, cyber stalking, conspiracy, and threat to life. The suspects were paraded at the counter-terrorism base of the command located along Afio Road, Ado Ekiti, and Samuel was suspected to be on drugs and dragged a lady and also raped her repeatedly. He then took a short video of her naked without her consent. He said the suspect had been threatening her with the videos and made several attempts to use the videos to continue his disastrous act. The commandant said other suspects Ojo Netitope, 39, Alado Aurora, 30, and Abiola Okedele, 31, were also arrested along Oshodi community in Ado Ekiti and were suspected to be Burkina Faso returnees who specialize in trafficking people from Ado Ekiti to Burkina Faso, and commended the effort of the counter-terrorism unit for cautioning the youth, especially ladies, about toxic relationships with cultists. Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke has invited representatives of civil society groups and students' bodies for dialogue season. The statement by the spokesperson to the governor, Olawale Shahid, in Osogbo on Sunday described the meeting as comprehensive dialogue with organizers of upcoming national protests alongside stakeholders from the security and civil societies. Shahid said The governor has instructed his team members to reach out to representatives of various civil society groups and student bodies for dialogue section on the state of the economy, and further requested key commanders of the police and other security service to attend the section, adding that stakeholders would be free to make recommendations on grievances and expected responses from the government at all levels, reaffirming his belief in the right and liberties enshrined in the Constitution. The governor stressed the need for peace and non-violence action, including the dialogue section slated for Monday. Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has alleged that the wind spread anger and hunger across the country is the main reason for the planned protest. Makinde made this declaration while speaking at the grand finale of the 2024 Ibadan Cultural Week, organized by the Cultural Council of Ibadan Indigenes. Makinde, while addressing the audience at the event held at Obafemi Awolowo Stadium, Ibadan, the state's capital, maintained that people have the right to protest, stressing that Nigerians' plans to protest over hardship in the country should exercise their rights in a peaceful manner and not resort to violence or destruction of public facilities. He advised the protesters not to destroy government property. Opposition People's Democratic Party has suspended the three ad hoc delegate congresses in the 239 ward of Kogi State over alleged irregularities. A statement signed by the chairman caretaker committee of the party, Senator Layadan Juma, addressed to the resident Electoral Commissioner. Independent and National Electoral Commission in Lokoja, Kogi State, called the attention to a grave anomaly that occurred before the exercise in the state by one Right Honorable Dr. Boye Layefa Dabekume. The statement also said the officiating officers deployed to conduct the exercise arrived with impersonators purported to be the returning officers down from Nasarawa State, FCT, Imo, and Kano State, respectively. Danjuma said the developments compromise the integrity of the Congress and they rendered the entire process null and void. Niger Delta's chapter of the Christian Association of Nigeria is appealing to Christians not to join the nationwide hunger protest. Billed for phase 2 10 August 2024, saying violence cannot yield positive results. The state CAN chairman, Most Reverend Dr. Bulus Dowa Yahana, in a statement in MENA, described peace as an ongoing and dynamic process that demands perpetual attention and constant effort to attend and maintain. The cleric, who is also the Catholic Bishop of Kantagora Diocese, called on President Bola Tinubu, apart from palliatives, works on a price control for food and services, address rising costs of living and also reduce the price of fuel. He called on church leaders, local government coordinators and parents to admonish their members and children, charging them to remember the book of Romans 18:1-3, which said Christians should not rebel against constituted authorities, adding that major stakeholders in Niger State have agreed not to join the protest, especially as Governor Umaru Bago has slashed the price of grains and has promised to eliminate the sufferings of the people. In the same vein, he urged Nigerians at all levels to do all they can to shun ethnic and religious division. Acting Governor of Katsina State, Farouk Jobe, has appealed to residents, particularly the youth, students, market women and members of the trade union, to engage in constructive dialogue with the federal government rather than joining the looming nationwide protest. Job Job assured the youth, students, and market women of initiative coming their way, which he said will mitigate the hardship of citizens, adding that the establishment of a 10 billion naira MSME growth fund to support local businesses and the creation of the Katsina State Enterprises Development Agency, as well as common facilities centered across the 3 senatorial districts, focuses on tailoring leather works, packaging agricultural processes, and ICT. Similarly, he explained that the state has implemented an MSME census and survey to guide its further interventions, while also establishing the Katsina Employability Project to enhance job opportunities. Jobe also said the present administration is laying the groundwork for more prosperous future, and there is a need for patience and cooperation from all the sundry for development to thrive in Katsina, and urge citizens to channel their energies into productive endeavors and to take advantage of the opportunities being created. Benue State Governor Haisin Halia has called on union groups and individuals intending to join the plan August phase protests across the country to seize the idea. The governor urged the intending protesters to bring forth their demands and give the government a chance to look into them. Commenting on the issues, Halia said it was imperative for the planned protest to be shelved, especially as the present government is trying the best to put smiles on the face of the people. He commended the State Commissioner of Police CP Hassan Steve Bennett, as well as the Department of State Service, for inviting some union leaders and groups for a roundtable discussion discussing them and their members from joining the protest. He assured the government has uncovered plans by some individuals to influence the protest, causing destructions. Suspected gunmen in early hour of Sunday, July 28, 2024, killed an inspector of police during an attack at the Jakanan police station, Kongoga local government areas of Bonny State. The State Police Public Relations Officer Nahum Kenneth confirmed the incident on Sunday, adding that it's early to conclude whether the attackers were Boko Haram terrorists. This is coming after the early February 2024, 4 policemen were allegedly killed and the egg of the ammunition was carted away, with suspected terrorists believed to be fighters of the Islamic State of West African Province attack and police station at a Jarima, headquarters of Gazai, local government area of the state. ISWAP fighters stormed the police station in the night and opened fire on the policemen on duty, and the terrorists also set part of the police station on fire during their attack. You are watching The Transition on Atlantic Television Network. You return after this break.
Jack us up and down like this now.
I hope nobody carry belle.
Why you ask oh?
Because this road where they see so, it no guarantee safe delivery oh.
We just dey vote for government, but we not get good governance.
At all.
Road so e no dey. Light oh, usai. The infrastructure nko, e come turn to be forbidden fruit for the city.
Corruption, quell everything. Madam, good afternoon. Good afternoon. My name is Mrs. Ayeni. I am calling from the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs.
Okay. Okay, I've been expecting your call.
Madam, remove this your phone from loudspeaker.
No verse. Now my phone be like that. Hello?
Are you there?
I hear, I'm hearing you.
Yes. We saw a copy of your invoice for computers, printers, and laptops.
Yes. Are you working on them now?
Ma, the prices you quoted are way too high now.
Madam, sorry, please don't call.
We found the laptop you said is 1.8 million naira for 600,000 naira.
Hello?
Now my body network there.
I can't hear you. Network is bad.
Madam, we can hear you. Continue.
Hello, I can't hear you. I will call you back.
That behavior not good, man.
Madam, now this kind behavior they kill our country. You suppose do things differently, make Nigeria for better.
Corruption not in my country. This message is brought to you by the Akin Fade Foundation, the MacArthur Foundation,
and with broadcast support from Atlanta.
Welcome back. This is Transition on Atlantic Television Network, and now the rest of our stories. Minister of Interior Olubami Toji Ojo has urged citizens to support President Bola Tinubu in his efforts to find a lasting solution that will uplift every Nigerian. According to him, the nation in its transformative period, adding that the president needs the support of Nigerians to succeed in his quest to solve the country's problems. His appeal comes to a few days before the process nationwide protest slotted for 1st August in response to the economic hardship experienced by citizens in the country. In a statement, the minister said the president is bold, audacious, and tenacious enough to face the difficulties bedeviling the country, and the president is aware of the plight of the citizens and is working towards resolving them. Nigeria Police Force has explained the reason why details of the organizers for the proposed nationwide protest were requested. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Ebetakun, has on Friday directed the protest organizers to submit their details, proposed routes and assembly points to the Commissioner of Police in their respective states, and the organizers of the protest disagreed with the IG and accused him of trying to rewrite the constitution. One of the organizers, Adeji Adeyanju, said there was no provision in the constitution to support the request made by the Inspector General of Police. The force's spokesperson, Olume Ayiwa Adejobi, said the IG's request was a standard procedure to facilitate effective communication, ensure the safety of all participants, and prevent any unlawful activities. Adejobi said the IGP has never denied the constitutional rights of any citizen to freedom of association and expression, but they're working together to uphold the security and well-being of our nation. Coalition of pro-Biafra groups has claimed that the planned August phase to 10 2024 hardship protest is a subtle plot to massacre Igbos. The statement signed by the Uche Madu of the Movement for the Actualization of the Sovereignty State of Biafra and 7 others disclosed this on Sunday, adding that the coalition told presidential media aides Bayo Onaga that blaming the president candidate of the Labour Party at the 2023 presidential election, Peter Obi and Ndibo, would not end the planned August 2024 hardship protest. According to the group, the planned protest is a subtle plot to lure the youth of Ndibo to their early graves. The group said to avoid an alleged genocide plot against Ndibo through the planned protest, Igbos should go about their normal business within the period of the planned protest. However, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Betokun, has asked protesters to provide details as the condition to ensure protection. Kenneth Okonkwo, a former spokesman for the Labour Party's Presidential Campaign Council, has rejected the party and has also parted ways with the former presidential candidate Peter Obi. In a statement titled Political United, his disappointment with the party's initial crisis and the failure of its former presidential candidate Peter Obi to address it. Okonkwo expressed his commitment to a great Nigerian belt on equality, justice and fairness, adding that the current political parties, including the Labour Party, do not have what it takes to lead the country to greatness. He attributes Nigerians' problem to a lack of internal democracy within the party, which led to the emergence of incompetent and corrupt leaders in government, and expressed the need for a decisive leaders who have built a party of integrity and character from the grassroots. Okonkwo recalled the struggle to liberty Nigerian from corrupt leaders in 2023, only for the victory to be stolen, stressing that the judiciary would deliver democracy due to judicial abuse, and urge people to take control of their destiny by voting for the right president and ensuring that person is sworn in. Former Anambra State Governor Peter Obi has cautioned Labour Party members and protesters against attacking the party's ex-presidential campaign council spokesperson Kenneth Okonkwo over his differing opinions. ATN reports that a few hours after Okonkwo announced his resignation from Labour Party, the party's leadership described him as one of the moles in their camp. Okonkwo dumped LP on Sunday after the lingering internal staff and leadership crisis threatening to tear the party apart. But reacting to the development, Obi, who was the party's presidential candidate during the last general meeting, said despite dumping the Labour Party, Okonkwo remains his trusted ally. And now to business news. Federal government and the United States of America has signed a memorandum of understanding on commercial and investment partnership, making a significant step in strengthening their economic ties. A statement by ministry said the agreement was signed by the sideline of the 2024 AGOA forum held in Washington, D.C. by the Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Dr. Doris Uzoka Anita, the U.S. Secretary of the Commerce, Gina Raimondo. He said the MOUs aim to deepen bilateral commercials and investments between both nations through collaboration to enhance the business environment and facilitate private sector's-led trade and investment projects, among others, adding that the agreement focuses on the key economic sector, including infrastructure, agriculture, sports, and the digital and creative economic, as well as cross-cutting areas such as investment promotion and regulatory reforms. He also established a framework for regular consultation at various levels, including businesses to government, government to government, and business to business engagements. While, in addition to the MOUs, both countries agree on new avenues of commercial cooperation and affirming shared priorities on the digital economic, demonstrating a comprehensive approach to enhancing bilateral economic relationships. On their part, the U.S. Secretary of Commerce stressed the importance of the partnership, saying, with the largest population and largest democracy in Africa, Nigeria is an essential partner for the United States, adding that they are committed to working hand in hand with our Nigerian government colleagues to foster deeper commercial cooperation that help promote inclusive economic growth, foster innovation, and create jobs in both our countries. Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project says it has dragged the Central Bank of Nigeria to court allegedly missing 100 billion naira dirty naira notes. Serap disclosed this in a statement on Sunday by its Deputy Director Kolawole Oluwadare that the suit is to direct and compel the CBN to explain the whereabouts of the over 100 billion naira dirty Naira notes and bad notes kept in various branches of the Central Bank of Nigeria since 2017, while the Apex Bank has yet to officially react to the claim by the SERAP as of the time of filing this report. Earlier in June, SERAP has issued a 7-day ultimatum to CBN to account for the alleged missing 100 billion Naira dirty notes. Nigeria's national grid responsible for electricity supply in the country recorded 2 system collapses in the first quarter of 2024. The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission disclosed these in its latest Q1 2024 report. The Commission said the country's national grid had 1 partial collapse and 1 total collapse in the period under review, adding that the grid collapses occurred on February 4 and March 28, 2024. The 27 power plants are connected to the national grid, which had an available electricity generation capacity of 4,249.10 megawatts in Q1 2024. Security and Exchange Commission has given Nigerian Exchange Limited the approval to launch its Impact Board, a platform to enhance the listing and visibility of sustainability-focused instruments in the country's targeted $1 trillion economy. In a statement by NGX during a closing gong ceremony in Lagos, said the NGX Impact Board was designed to cater to green financial products, addressing climate change and promote sustainable economic practices. NGX noted that the initiative was important as the government prepares for the proposed Green Board insurance aimed at furthering environmental sustainability. Commenting on the initiative, the Director General of the SEC, Emomotimi Agama, emphasized the regulatory body's support for innovations that advance sustainability and drive responsible investment practices in Nigeria's capital market, while the group Managing Director of the NGX Group, Timi Popola, stressed that the Impact Board would enhance transparency and accountability in sustainability investments. Weeks after the NEC also approved NGX, an Invest digital platform to boost public offering and right issues in the capital market. Still ahead, international tidbits. Nicolas Maduro was declared the winner of the Venezuela's presidential election on Sunday, but the opposition, the key regional neighbors, immediately rejected the official result. Maduro won re-election with 51.2% of votes, while opposition candidate Eduardo González Urrutia received fierce concern that the result did not reflect the will of Venezuelans voters. Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant has vowed to hit the enemy hard after rocket fire from Lebanon killed 12 young people in the Israeli annexed Golan Heights and against raised fear that the war in Gaza would spread. Iran warned Israel any new military advance firing and flags one Iranian rocket, but the Iranian-backed group, which has regularly targeted Israel military position, added that it has fired one